The mask will be distributed across the 8 regions, and it will be handed over to the regional heads, who will hand it over and distribute it to the councillors and go down to the different communities. We want to also make it clear that this distribution is going to every Gambian, irrespective of your party or your ethnic identity. This is supposed to be a national mask drive. We want to commend the youths for taking the noble leadership initiative of coming together with this idea, of putting it together. They've had the blessings of the executive, of the leadership of the United Democratic Party, and we are here today after, I think, how many weeks? 5 weeks, 5 or 6 weeks, that they've been able to complete and have the 10,000 masks that they had committed to. I think this is a very laudable initiative, and we must commend them for this. I'm not going to take a lot of time because a lot of you have been here for a long, waiting for a long time. But without much ado, I would want to take the opportunity to invite the Deputy Party Leader, Ajaratu Mariam Biseka, Antiyam, so that on behalf of the party leader, she would do the distribution and the presentation of the masks to the representatives of the different regions, so that they will hand it over to the regional heads. So, Antiyam, over to you.
Thank you, Oli. On behalf of the party leader, His Excellency Lord Usainu Dabo, and on behalf of the National Executive of United Democratic Party, also on behalf of the Central Committee of United Democratic Party, and all UDP supporters, I have the singular honor this afternoon to represent the party leader, His Excellency Lord Usainu Dabo, to do the distribution, to distribute these masks to the regional representatives. They are here to collect it on behalf of their region, and they will go and distribute it at the grassroots level. I am urging you not to distribute it only for UDP supporters. This is pure Gambian thing, because the COVID-19 affects every Gambian, directly or indirectly. So, with these few sentences, I have to hand over these marks to the regional representative. I will start with Upper River Region. Ano?
Just to highlight that the distribution is prorated based on the size of the region. So some regions will have more depending on the size of the population in those regions. So some will have more than others, and that's how it has been calculated.
I hope, but it's coughing. You are not supposed to shake hands. Can you correct yourself? The other region will be Central River Region. The next region is North Bank region.
North Bank. On behalf of Lam Jete. Okay, Kemo come to on behalf of Lam Jete.
North Bank region. The next region is Lower River region. The next region, West Coast region. West Coast. KM.
KMC.
KMC. That's now. That's KMC. Next region is BCC. I think all regions have received, because we have 7 regions in this country. There's a new region called CRR, is divided into 2, what is not officially, CRR North and CRR South. So we have given CRR as a whole region, and they will distribute it among themselves. So thank you once more on behalf of the party leader. We say a big thank you to the National Youth Wing. It's a good initiative you have started and you have concluded today. We are not expecting all these marks. There are too many. But as you have promised, you have fulfilled your promise. So thank you very much.
So we will now open the floor if you have any questions that you want to ask and some clarifications that you would want to follow up on. I think we have representatives of the from the National Youth, so that they can also answer questions if you have any that you want to ask. So please give your name and the name of the media house that you represent, and the question if you have any. I guess we did well. We tried to okay.
Yeah, I have a question. I was going to ask how many do we have here, and do you think this will serve the whole country?
No, there are 10,000. We had committed to 10,000 masks. The idea is not to serve the whole country. The idea is that these youths are taking it upon themselves as part of their own community responsibility to mobilize 10,000 masks as part of their own national contribution across the country, irrespective, as I mentioned earlier, irrespective of party affiliation, irrespective of region, irrespective of age, irrespective of gender. So there are so many other initiatives, similar initiatives of face mask drive, and this is just to enhance those initiatives that have already started. So like I mentioned, we are going to prorate it. Some regions are larger than others. So the biggest regions will also have obviously more than the other regions, and they will also complement existing work that has already happened. I mean, 10,000 masks coming from these youths, they've been able to mobilize significant amount of money to be able to buy the fabrics and pay for the tailoring, and also mobilize representatives to come all the way here to be able to collect the masks and have them distributed across the regions. Any other questions? Okay, so if we don't have any questions, I want to take the opportunity to thank you all for coming and for taking the time out of your busy schedules, and as always, for responding to us. Okay. And for responding to us. Before I hand over to the Deputy Party Leader to close this afternoon, I want to invite the National President of the Youth Wing, to Mr. Honorable Suleiman Saho, just to say a few words, and then I will pass over to Auntie Yam to close the session. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Do you want to come closer for the...
Good afternoon to all of you. On behalf of the members of the youth wing, I would like to thank everybody being present here today. Today also is another historic day in the history of the youth of this country in general and the youth of UDP as a party. This initiation was from our party leader and the executive, and the youth felt it necessary to embark on this. But the support came from different angles. I would like to acknowledge those who have supported us in one way or the other. Not necessary to mention their name, but it will be eminent to thank them for the effort done, because if you look at the materials being provided, these are not cheap materials, and the cost involved in it is very high. So I would like to thank those people who dip their hands in their pockets to make sure that this event is successful. And moreover, to thank the team that led the crusade, because it's not all the youth wing. We have delegated the responsibility to a particular group or a particular team, that spearheaded it. And we have to thank them for the effort done, because it was not an easy time with them. They spent their precious time to ensure that these fabrics are provided and they are made. So we want to thank our able Deputy Party Leader, who is here with us today to witness the occasion. So Ma, we want to thank you, and I want to thank Madam Olidiba for being with us here. Anytime youths come out for any program, if she is put in picture, she makes sure that she participates in the crusade. I want to thank everybody, and the media as well, for witnessing this occasion. And our able youths from the different part of the country also, they are with us here, the youth coordinators, who are going to take these materials to their constituencies or to their regions. We don't want to make it political. We want you to give it to the Gambian people. These face masks are for Gambian people, with regards of the party that they belong to, because COVID is here. We don't know when COVID is going. The crusade is a national crusade. We are fighting it as a party, but we are fighting for the Gambian people. I thank you all for your kind attention.
Once again, on behalf of the party leader, His Excellency Hussein Dabo, on behalf of the National Executive, I say a big thank you to those youths who have initiated this type of gesture to the Gambian people. I'm sure this mask will go a long way to prevent COVID-19 in this country. And I would like other youth groups in this country to emulate this UDP National Youth Executive, what they have done. Although it's not political, but it came from the United Democratic Party. They are going to distribute it, not politically, but still it comes from United Democratic Party National Youth Wing. So we say a big thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. And this comes to the end of the press briefing and the press invitation to the final distribution and presentation of the national face masks. Thank you very much.
Honorable Suku Sungati has just arrived. She's a bit late. She's the organizing secretary of United Democratic Party. obviously, he was deeply involved in this initiative. So, Suko, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay, so I think you can now.
But formally,
You've already done that.
oh, you have done that. Okay. All right.
So I think we will be able to now package them so that the different representatives